Again, this is a very simple yet tricky question because of the options given. Need to exactly understand uh, the how the question is framed and how the options are given. So here the question is that an analyst draws samples from the original sample to estimate the standard error of the population mean. Which of the following best describes this sampling procedure? So now the three options are bootstrap method, cluster sampling method, and convenience sampling method. So first, you simply eliminate option C because in convenience sampling, uh, elements are selected from the population, not from an original sample. And here, what is written is that they are selected from an original sample. That is written in the question. And the element that is selected from the population is based on whether or not it is accessible to a researcher or how easy it is for a researcher to access the element. Because the samples are selected conveniently, they are not necessarily representative of the entire population, and hence the level of sampling accuracy could be limited. So this is just the explanation given. We need to understand that not necessary to understand in the context of this question, but to understand the overall concept, because the same question will not be asked in the exam, but a similar question or which is twisted differently. So need to understand these concepts as well. And in cluster also, the sample is not taken, the population is taken and it is divided into clusters, and out of that one cluster is taken for the purpose of the sampling procedure. So even that is ruled out. And so now the option remaining would be the bootstrap method. And what does that mean? That in that we take samples repeatedly from the original sample, and each resample is of the same size as the original sample. For example, uh, let's say the sample size is 100, and we take uh, 10 samples every time out of that original sample, uh, 10 data points. And then again, now when we take another sample, we put back those 10 and we then take another 10, and this might include those that were there in the first place. So it can be drawn more than once. uh, we are not removing that, and then for example, if there are 100, we had drawn 10, and then 90 are left. So out of that 90 we are going to select no, we are again going to put back those 10 and randomly then again select any 10. So that is called bootstrap method. And here the answer is A, because it is taken from the original sample and not from the population.